To deliver the keynote address for this morning's conference. Ravi?
And Akhil, without whom I wouldn't be here today. I do look forward to these sessions because they're great fun. It's an opportunity to share ideas with thoughtful leaders like yourself. Before I start, could I ask for a show of hands? How many of you work for a company that is global, i.e. you work for a multinational in India or an Indian company with operations outside India as well? About half? Okay, well, then a lot of what I say will have relevance to at least half of you. About a year ago, I decided to take a sabbatical and start researching and writing a book, looking at why are a handful of multinational companies so successful in India, spectacularly successful, and whereas the rest of them are merely boats lifted by the tide, okay, and few of them actually struggle and flounder. What accounts for these differences? And I was, of course, inspired by the contrast of my own experiences at companies like Cummins and Volvo and Microsoft. But equally, I was interested in the stories of other companies. For instance, one story that always intrigued me is McDonald's. How is it that McDonald's, which is the world's largest seller of beef and beef products, comes to a country which is still largely vegetarian, where the cow is sacred, and $1 is still a decent amount of money, and creates the fastest growing restaurant chain in the world? How do they do this? Or the story of JCB. Here's this mid-sized construction equipment manufacturer out of the UK. And they come to India and they decisively trounce extremely well-managed companies like Caterpillar and Komatsu. Okay, they have about a 55-60% share of the Indian construction equipment market. India is their largest geography. They get more than a third of their global profits out of India. How do they do this? On the other hand, you have other stories like Nokia. Here's a company that had a commanding 60% share of the handset market in India. And in 2 years, they lose half of it. And they didn't lose it